Certain elements of this season were already being considered when we were planning the end stages of last season. Big character arcs for Toby and Tia, for Michelle and Adam, and some of the political machinations within the IIB.
IIB, stop! Mark Douglas, you're under arrest for the murder of Nick Markison.
We come upon Toby at the beginning of season 4, and Toby has been a cop for a year, and what we find is now Toby wanting to make a greater commitment, and he's moving behind the glue line, dealing with cop issues, dealing with cop emotions, dealing with cop responsibilities. He takes on, at his request, much more danger. He's learned to focus his reads more, and that's why it's such a great union between he and Michelle, where it was a combination of her interrogating people and bringing the information they're looking for to the front of someone's brain, and then Toby can snatch it.
Do you know who killed him?
No.
We believe the killer may have committed a series of home thefts. Possibly someone Nick knew or was in contact with.
Did he have any enemies?
He hardly had any real friends. He worked all the time. You could ask his boss at the mortgage company, but he didn't know anything when I called him.
What's his boss's name?
Roger London, London Mortgage Group. What the hell was he up to? Even after he's dead, he's keeping secrets.
She takes on a lot of the actual investigative beats and has to just keep the audience kind of involved with what's going on. And I think her and Toby are a good contrast to have. It's fun to write them next to each other because Toby's the reluctant hero. He's sort of been drawn into this thing, didn't really know if he wanted it, but he's got the skill and he's got to use it. You know, when her sureness of right and wrong and what she wants is called into question this season, it's going to be fairly interesting to see what her decisions are based on that.
I know what you can do.
So what is this about? You're against me taking on responsibility in the Bureau?
No, this isn't about responsibility. This is about risk.
I've taken risks before.
No, not like this. I mean, they killed one of their own men, Toby. They could just as easily turn on you.
If they're gonna turn on me, I'm gonna see it coming. All right, I'll stay one step ahead of them. I've been training for this. I'm ready for this. Plus, you've got my back.
Having brought Toby in and having him become more and more involved in police business, she feels a great responsibility for him, and he's not a trained cop, and that's why it's good for Toby and Michelle to work together.
You know, we got to enjoy this while we can. Who knows how long it'll be until we have a little rugrat jumping on the bed just when we want to have some quality time.
Where did that come from?
I don't know. I just thought you and I should have a kid someday, no?
Are you serious? You're serious right now, aren't you?
Those kind of people often will dance with a dark side as well. Her husband was a gambler and involved in nefarious criminal activities, so she is attracted to that dark side as well, and that's something we explore this year. She has trouble trusting, so we're going to challenge that.
Well, okay. How'd you not tell me about this?
My father told me it was impolite to brag.
Well, I disagree. I'm gonna brag for you. You know what? I'm gonna have to introduce you as my girlfriend, Tia Tremblay, the National Newspaper Award nominee.
That sounds really good.
And we also introduced him in the 3rd season to a beautiful young reporter named Tia, who was the one person that Toby could have a normal relationship with, in that he couldn't read her mind. They're gonna go on a bit of a roller coaster over the course of the season. It's gonna be quite dramatic where it winds up. We have a whole family of characters, and that's part of the appeal of the show. Dev and Klein and Oz and Sandy, and we try to get into all of their lives over this season.